1. We're live at your CAKO PillowTalk Podcast. I'm here with the most beautiful band of brunette women. We've got Allie, Emily, Ashley, and Michelle, and they are so excited to introduce themselves. And we decided for our icebreaker this evening that we would share your intended last meal. Say you were on death row and you get to eat whatever your heart desires. So I'm going to call on you ladies individually, and if you can introduce yourselves, say your established team and the team you are playing on for this LA tournament, if it's not the same, and then share that last meal, and we're all looking forward to hearing it. And we're going to go ahead and start with Allie, who's our Cinderella of the evening. She almost didn't make it, but she's here rocking a top bun, and we can't wait to hear what you have to say. Go ahead, Allie.
All right, so last meal, I think would have to be pizza with no pineapples. No pineapples. There should not be allowed on pizza. And probably make it, ironically enough, probably a meat lover's pizza.
A meat lover's pizza. Anything else?
Probably a glass of Tito's with it, too.
Perfect. And what's your established team, and what team are you playing on this tournament?
So this tournament I'm playing with my own team I kind of put together for my birthday. Let's get busy tonight. So the acronym is LGBT. The jerseys look pretty excited about it. And my established team is Ish, so we're out of Virginia Beach.
Very nice.
Yeah.
All right. Moving right along. Ashley?
I'm Ashley. I play on Sin, so this is my hometown tournament. And last meal, I'd probably pick a filet mignon, medium rare, medium. That'd be my last meal.
Perfect. All right, Emily, how about you?
I'm Emily. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Valley Fever is my established team. And for my last meal, I definitely choose a steak as well, medium, with mac and cheese, Texas toast, and chocolate cake.
There we go. I was getting nervous because I picked like multiple courses.
Oh, yeah.
The ladies before you selected just one item, and I was starting to think I was being a little high maintenance with my last meal request.
The whole pizza, though, to be fair. The whole pizza, not just a slice.
Can you eat an entire pizza, Allie?
I am proud.
I'd put money on it.
Okay, I just haven't been around you eating, so that's why it surprised me. All right, and Michelle, how about you?
I think I'm going to stick with the Mexican roots. So I would go with like tacos and like the chip basket. Really good salsa and chip basket.
The chip basket.
Like that always gets you. You never get to your food.
Like, what kind of dips are you hoping to have with this chip basket?
It just has to be like a super spicy salsa, like habanero, super spicy salsa, and I'd be happy.
Nice. And who is your established team and the team you're playing with in LA if it's different from your established team?
No, I play on the Betties, so we will be hosting you guys in our hometown. So Betties and Betties.
Great. I heard a rumor about the Betties recently that I was actually hoping to discover some truth about. I was told that it's a requirement to play in lipstick to go with the pinup theme. Is that true?
So I am wearing it tonight. But yeah, we do tend to rock the red lip. So it's never in short supply on our sideline.
I love it. I love it. Awesome. All right. So I'm Cybill. I play with Lanyap. I'm so regrettably not playing women's for this tournament. I, at the last second, tried to make something happen, and it was just a little bit too late in the game. So I'm obviously having the most FOMO speaking to you ladies, and I can't wait to hear about what y'all have going on for this tournament, and I think it's going to be a great matchup. So I'll be playing co-ed for the first time in a really long time, so I'm pretty excited about that. I feel like so gluttonous because I chose like a 5-course meal situation with wine pairings, and I wanted to start with a big bowl of sour patch watermelons, like a salad bowl size, right, to like really cleanse the palate.
Love it.
Thank you. And then tomato caprese. I don't know what about it. I just love tomato caprese. I'm thinking like a nice big bowl of poke too, like some tuna, some yellow fish, you know. And then I'm going to finish it up with cake batter ice cream from Cold Stone with caramel and graham crackers.
Okay, love it. Love it.
Yeah.
It's good.
I know. Y'all are thinking, wow, she has an incredible palate. It's true. I do.
Allie's just going to chocolate dinner.
Oh, so I have Shelby Reynolds here with me. I'm in her hometown of Atlanta. Yeah. So I wasn't gonna say well, she saw Allie was here, and I've been asking all night if I could cajole her into doing a Shelby Says segment, and I'm hoping she'll give me consent, and she'll just do a little quick quip. We're in the introduction.
Like one joke.
Like one joke. All right, take it away, Shel.
Yes.
Where do I look? What do you call a cow without legs? Ground beef.
Shel, I'm done. You don't have to, do you? Sometimes
bad.
You can just walk out on the one. All right. Well, I think that was a really great warm up. Thank you, Shelby. We appreciate hearing from you always. All right. Bye, Bear. All right, Bear, you want to say bye to everybody watching at home?
Bear.
Oh.
Bear Potter, everybody. Aww. So actually, that's a good segment to what we'll be. I love you. What we'll be doing later. We decided, the ladies and I, to do a pet segment. So please look forward to that after we survive our first round of MFK coming very soon. All right, moving right along. In the spirit of this being an awesome, powerful group of women and it being Allie's birthday, we were thinking about focusing on particularly sexy women and what position on the field is more sexy than first base. So let's talk about some awesome first base women and how amazing they are. Now, generally, you're thinking of a first baseman's going to have really long arms, really long legs, and I want to go ahead and just get right rolling into that. So these women don't have to be attending the tournament, but bonus points if they are. And Michelle, if you could start us off telling some picks that you admire for first base and what about them makes them amazing first base women.
Okay, well, I'm kind of glad you picked me first because I'm really bad with names. And the one that came to the top of my head is Allison Clark on Sins. So she will be playing. But she's like 7 feet tall, and her arms are like the length of my body. So props to her. She is like sticky tack at that thing. So I am super jealous of her length in all directions. But that was the first one that came to my mind.
Awesome. Emily, you are a first baseman, so I'm curious to see who you admire at your skilled practice.
Yes. Danielle. She's playing on LGBT, I believe, and she has amazing hands, amazing stretch. Like, she will catch everything. I definitely look up to her. I try to take tips from her. She's awesome. And she has a throw to third. Like, that's huge. As a first baseman, you got to be able to throw to third. So, love Danielle.
Awesome. All right. Ashley, how about you?
I'm going to go with my never nude, Allison Clark. She plays on Sins with me, and she, like Michelle said, she has arms like Gumby. She never lets a ball drop. Although she's always on the floor somehow. I still think she's one of the best first basemen in women's. And shout out to her puppy, Griffey. He went to the emergency room today, so she's doing better. But, yeah, that's what I think.
All right. Well, everyone, thoughts, prayers, consideration for Griffey. Do you have any updates? Is he doing okay? Is he out of, like...
She's doing okay.
She's doing okay.
She's out of the... Yeah.
Awesome. All right. Allie, how about for you?
So originally I had a couple of people come to mind, Danielle being one of them, which is already mentioned, Allison, who's a good first baseman, and then Callie. I played a lot of tournaments with Callie as my first baseman. She plays for Bojangles. She has a great reach. And then Taylor from Mile High Club, I want to play with her, and she has a great reach as well, and a great throw to first and third. But someone I didn't realize could play first base, and it's not naturally her trait, is Shannon, who plays for Mile High as well. In Portland, she played first base. I mean, I was like throwing the ball as hard as possible, per usual, but I mean, there was no bobble, and it was like catching it over here in her neck, catching it over here. Like, I was all over the place, and not a single ball dropped. She really lays her body on the line. So, definitely Shannon, too.
Awesome. So Shannon's just a true Renaissance woman, really. She's a great bunter. She's great at first. She pitches like a beast. Awesome. Well, I put Sarah Cook from the Union you don't get to win that many championships in a year and not be noted as an excellent first baseman. You're going to have so many of those critical plays going to first base, which I think is awesome. And then I put Emily. So Emily, just so you know, when I was doing this research, you had a specific request to embarrass you with your skill level. So I'm just going to have to gush all over you to make sure you're feeling extra confident going into this weekend. Emily is one of those girls who's super tall, and I've been super tall my whole life, and it's never been something that I super embrace. And when you see women, especially, using their height as an advantage and something that they can do to be really successful in sports, I think it's so inspiring.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you. You're welcome. Well, y'all, I by accident, I just got so excited about first baseman that I skipped the order, but I had this like really great idea to do a segment like, speaking of women with good hands, let's go into our first round of MFK. For this segment of the podcast, we're going to do all girls. So kind of shaking things up for this one. We've got Allie as a guest here, and it was a special request from her, but I was dying to do it anyway. So our first round of MFK, the theme is going to be baby mamas. So these are ladies who have had babies, and perhaps they've returned to the sport, or perhaps they're just kicking ass in every other way imaginable. So we're going to get right into that. My first pick, awkwardly enough, is my host. So Miss Emily Fawcett. And let's see. Can everybody see that okay? Did it work?
Anything?
Nope. I got nothing.
All right. This one. And all right. So Emily.
Oh.
So she was formerly of the Vajays. We're waiting for her triumphant return. I think it's going to come any day now. Really excited to see her back on the field. My next is Kelly Granlund. She plays currently on SOFA, but was formerly of the Golden Girls. And then we've got Danny Price, who plays for LFK. So lots of really good options there. I know y'all are busily taking your notes. Does anybody want to see them again before I start putting the pressure on you?
Oh,
Yes, please.
All of them again. All of them again. Okay. That seems reasonable. All righty. So we've got Emily Fawcett, formerly of the VJs. We've got Kelly of SOFA and formerly of Golden Girls. And then we've got Danny Price on LFK. Okay. Ashley, let's start with you.
Oh, geez.
Sorry, Ashley.
No, totally fine. Okay. I would marry Kelly. I know Kelly, and she's fantastic, so love her. I don't know the other girls, so going off of just pictures, the last girl's name was
Danny.
Danny, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Probably fuck Danny. She looks like a good time. And then the only reason I'd kill Emily is because she's got great form and I don't want to play against her. So.
I don't blame you. She looks like the 365 logo.
Yeah, she does.
It'd be hard to keep up with in a relationship. All right. Allie, how about you?
All right. So I know two of them, and I'm sure that I've met Kelly at some point, but I just don't remember. I'm sorry. But Danny is my co-ed teammate on Stitch, so I'm going to go ahead and marry Danny. I'm going to fuck Emily, and I'm going to kill Kelly.
All right. Kill Kelly, unfortunately, has like really good alliteration, so I'm sorry, Kelly. You also have great form, though. All right. Emily, you're up.
Okay, so I don't know any of them, unfortunately, so I'm just winging it right now. I'm gonna marry Emily because her name is Emily, and also she's married to Brick, so obviously she has good taste, and I will marry her. I'm going to fuck Danny because I think she's kind of feisty. I've seen her like play before, just like she gets super heated, which I like. And then I'm gonna kill Kelly, and I'm so sorry I don't know you. I'm sorry. That's
okay. Somebody has to be killed, unfortunately. And
I know. I hate it.
I know. It's the worst part of the game. It truly is. No, you weren't killed. Okay, so Emily's in the next room. By the way, you've You've been fucked, married, and killed, like all three.
Tell her by who?
She said that's perfect. Emily Fawcett is in the room next to me, so she's glad to know that there's like some variety going on here. If everyone fucked her, we would think that you were just sucking up to the boss, right? All right, Michelle, finish us off.
All right. So I also know Kelly, and she's like the sweetest, like super mom also. So I would definitely marry Kelly. I've never met Emily, so I feel like I can't really feel bad about killing somebody I don't know. There's like no personal relationship there. So I'd have to kill Emily, and that would lead me to fuck Danny.
Nice.
That's fun, though. She is fiery. So.
Danny's getting a lot of action. All right. So this was a really difficult decision for me because there just seems something very macabre about killing someone who has a baby, right? So in that way, I kind of regret the category, but I think I think women who are career women and are just juggling everything and making everything happen, I just think are like the best among us, and they're incredible. So I'm going to marry Emily because we've already experienced a level of domestic partnership cohabitating in this house while Brick is gone at his other job. I'm going to fuck Danny because she's like hot and she has a great butt. I was trying to find like the perfect photo of her, and she's like smoking gorgeous. And I don't know her or Kelly, but unfortunately it just in the process of elimination, I had to kill Kelly, but I'm really looking forward to meeting her. I think she might be at this tournament. So I hope I get to one day and we can make amends on that. All right, so let's do a pet segment. So at this time, if you will grab your respective animal, and I'll give y'all a few seconds to gather them, and then I'm just going to go down the line.
Come here.
All right, Emily, you've got your little meatball wrangled, so let's go ahead and start with you.
This little chunky baby, this robust woman right here is China, and she's super chunky, as you can see. She's not my dog, unfortunately. She's actually my friend's dog, but I get to hang out with her a lot, and she's awesome.
Awesome. All right, Allie.
All right, so this is Gunner. He's a little Frenchie, and he's a little shit. He's like a year and a half, but he's so cute and adorable, and I love him to death. Not mine, sorry.
Super cute, though. Ashley, how about you?
This is Maggie. Oh, hi. She's my 13-year-old nugget, and sometimes she comes to kickball tournaments and games and stuff like that. She's my little support dog.
Oh. All right, Michelle, last but not least.
This is Nala here. She's starting to pout because it's almost dinner time. So she's, she's my dog tur. It's a lot of work, and she's super. Nala,
This was unexpectedly adorable. I'm so happy we decided to do this.
You take up all the chairs.
All right. Well, next podcast, I'll introduce everyone to T'Challa, my black cat. I regrettably don't have a dog, but I really wish I did. And Brick has a really cute Catahoula around here somewhere, but she's being shy. Is she asleep? She's under me? Oh. Shiloh.
Literally under me.
Shiloh, come here. Come here. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is so exciting. Come here. This is the first time she hasn't jumped up on me right here. All right, Shiloh. No, she's.
Oh,
look at all the people for you.
oh my God.
She, when I visit, I like to take her on walks because she's like a small horse. She's like 90 pounds, I feel like. And Brick has this leash that connects her on the waist. So I'm like hands-free and she just pulls the mile that we walk. It's amazing. She's super great. All right. Moving right along. Let's talk about this tournament. So West Coast tournaments are great for the people who live on the West Coast because all year we demand of you that you travel to the east, you travel north, you travel central, and it's a lot of work, and it's really great to have, your own geographical spot. But these tournaments tend to be a little bit smaller because, even though you are so kind to us and travel all year for us, we can't manage to ever get out to the West Coast. But I think small tournaments have pros and cons. And in this particular segment, I wanted to cover kind of what you think is great and maybe not so great about these smaller tournaments, maybe some matchups that you're looking forward to, and maybe some players that are going to shine and have some big impact plays that are going to make results on the games. So let's go ahead and start with Emily.
Okay, so small tourneys, I think I like them because we usually get done early. You have the rest of your day. You can go shower, get ready, and go out for the night. Love that. Not moving fields as much, which I absolutely hate. I hate switching fields. Less buys, and then also the cons would be like smaller team selection, so you kind of don't have a lot of options. Kind of play whoever, but yeah, less variety in teams would be a con.
Great. Are there any matchups that you're looking forward to? Any players you want to highlight that are attending this tournament?
I am looking forward to seeing Regifted and Sins play together. I know that there's some former Sins.
Choosing the words wisely. I like it.
There's some former Sins players on Regifted. I think that they're both going to be like playing their hardest, and it's going to be a game to watch.
Awesome. All right, Ashley, how about you?
I personally don't like smaller tournaments. I feel like we don't get to see as many teams as I'd like to see. Like, I don't really know that many East Coast teams. I feel like we play a lot of the same teams over and over again. As much as I love the Betties, I'm tired of playing you guys. Like, I really am. All the time, every tournament. I do like that we do finish early, and I know it's not a circuit thing. It may just be a WACA thing, that the lights are always going out if the tournaments last too long. So I am happy that we are finished normally by the time the sun goes down and stuff. But yeah.
Great. Any matchups you're looking forward to? Any players you want to highlight?
I am looking forward to playing Regifted as well. We actually have a full squad coming to LA, this is our second tournament, but we went to Chicago. Was it Chicago? Yeah, Chicago with 10 players and a ghost team. So now we have 15 going this time. So I'm excited to have, our crashers, just a full offensive lineup too.
That's great. I'm sorry, I know I didn't ask you to prepare for this one, but do you think it's more beneficial to have one of those smaller ghost teams, even maybe in this environment in particular where it's a small tournament where you're kind of rocking and rolling, or do you think it's better to have that larger squad?
I think, especially playing on Sundays, it's nice to have a bigger squad, especially for pool play, just because I know a lot of our girls play co-ed and they get really tired. And then playing on turf in LA out here, it's going to be hot. So it's good to kind of give some of the key positions a little bit more rest. But I'm going to be honest, I hate sitting out. So I love just playing the entire day. So I do like the smaller squad, but I do know that it's beneficial for a team to have, a few subs.
Good call. All right. Michelle, how about you?
Yeah, I think this is the small tournament that I've been at. I mean, obviously we're not traveling for this one. I know in past it's been problematic for the late games and girls like making their flights home if they're trying to catch that super late Sunday one. But that's honestly like the only pro that I can think of. I know, especially it's just the way that the pools worked out, but our pool is literally all Southern California teams. So, I literally feel like it's like the Balls and Dolls tournament that we played just a few weeks ago. So in that sense, we've had some practice, but yeah, there's just definitely not a lot of diversity. Obviously, we're hoping to make it out of a limbs and face other teams, but we're not getting that in pool play. And I think another con is that with only 8 teams and 4 making it out, I feel like when there's more teams and more make it through, you kind of have that forgiveness if you start off a little shaky and you can kind of like fix things and correct it. and going 2-2 is, still a pretty solid record. But with 4 making it out, every single game's going to count. Everybody's going to have to do 110%. Like, there's no room for errors because a 2-2 is possibly not going to make you get out of pool play. So I know that's definitely something that we, the Betties, are really trying to get out the door going strong and just carry that through the whole day.
Wearing the lipstick helps though, right? Doesn't that kind of give y'all some
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah. It makes you feel like you're ready for the nighttime. You're like, I'm tired. Go till 2 a.m.
Yeah. Someone told me, like, when they heard that, they were like, well, that would be a deal breaker for me. And I was like, are you kidding me? That's like the most badass thing I've ever heard of. Like, do y'all all wear the same shade and brand of lipstick for this?
No. There's definitely some different hues. I know Lime Crime is very popular. I'm rocking some MAC right now, but
Nice.
There's definitely some matte. There's like metallic ones, so we mix it up.
Nice.
Love it. That's awesome.
I know. I love it too.
I would be so down for that.
I know. Allie, what do you think about wearing lipstick for playing kickball?
Sorry.
Thank you, Ashley, first of all. It is, I'd rather wear like eye black. I mean, I'll put the red one.
Wait, do you mean eyeliner or do you actually mean like
Like the NFL players here, right?
I'll put that right.
eye black? It's like, I think I know what you mean, but I would love if that's what you referred to eyeliner. Some of that eye black those bitches are wearing these days. All right, Allie, it's actually your turn too, so that worked out perfect. Tell me about the pros and cons of small tournaments. Tell me if there's a matchup you're looking forward to, and tell me if there's a key player that you think is really going to impact, their team and take them to victory.
So I kind of like small tournaments because it's not necessarily easier to make availables, but I don't have to worry about everyone being 100%. Like Atlanta, trying to make an availables tournament for Atlanta, every established team is basically going, so it was really, really hard to make an availables team and find players that didn't have their established teams going. So for LA, I had a lot to pick from, and it also, I felt comfortable with people who maybe haven't played availables before and asking them to play on my team, and people I haven't played before. I felt like there was more of a flexibility to where if I felt like I had a really core, strong group of girls, I could bring people in and everything. It would be okay. You're right over there, Ash.
No, I'm trying to take my shoes off. I just got home from work, guys. Sorry.
I thought she was giving you a really good listening ear. Please tell me more about your
really wanted to hear this. I'm old.
It makes it easier to make an availables team because you have more people to choose from because a lot of teams aren't going. And then the cons, I guess, what I think are cons are basically if you win the tournament, it's well, you didn't really have to face that many teams. Did you really have to work incredibly hard? Whereas winning Atlanta versus winning Portland are going to be so different. They're going to be carried a lot of different weight, And then players that I think are going to make or break teams. I really think that I know that Sins is going to have a lot more players, so I'm excited to see what they bring and who they have. And I also know that Regifted has added a couple people that, or at least one person that wasn't with them before, so I'm excited to see how that is. And I want to see A1D1 play Regifted or Sins and see what they're going to bring. But I also think having just new people on availables, I'm excited for them to get their hopefully shining moment or something they can bring. They've never played availables before. I want them to have fun because that's all I really want to do is have fun and win. So
yeah. Awesome. And I love that you were very humble in saying that Portland didn't compare to winning Atlanta, seeing as how you just won Portland. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
I still would argue that that's no easy feat. And God, how many squats did y'all do that day?
Oh my God. It had to have been freaking 80. I was I'm not squatting every time we have this cheer. I have to charge.
How your butt looking though, pretty good? You got it enough to have an actual impact on your posterior?
I'll show you when I wear my peach leggings for you.
All right, deal. Looking forward to seeing them. All right, so for me, I've done the smaller tournaments and I've done the larger tournaments, and I infinitely prefer the smaller tournaments. I understand the cliche that perhaps there's not as much glory in winning a smaller tournament, But I love the intimacy of these smaller tournaments. I feel like I get to know everybody better. It's almost a little daunting when you're playing on your kind of cushy established team where you already have your friend group and you're being dropped into a tournament with 15 to 20 teams. And it's almost kind of hard to like make that first impression and make those awesome, impactful rendezvous with new people. It's kind of like the first day of school. Whereas, you know, if you're kind of in a smaller environment, you know, a few people here and there, I feel like it's easier to kind of bridge those relationships together. Allie made a good point. I'm really looking forward to, I'm hoping I can swing by the tournament, but if not, kind of hearing about what A1D1 and Sins are going to be looking like. We've got, you know, kind of like a rebuilt Sins, and they're putting together all these really new and exciting pieces. And A1D1's always been a really consistent threat, and I'm curious to see kind of the direction they're going in and the momentum they're taking with them. So really, really awesome matchups. Looking forward to seeing it. Let's move in to some offensive stuff. I chose, again, in light of this extra special podcast we're having, to focus on legs or stems or gams. So we can discuss someone who has particularly aesthetic legs, but also I would love to hear about the talented women who are switch kickers. So anyone who can do a line drive, but then switch to a kick away, or someone that, you know, as soon as they walk up, that outfield's going to just push back because they're going to hit a home run every time if you're not careful. So Allie, let's go ahead and start with you. We're going to come right back to you.
Okay, I have a long list. There's multiple people that came to mind, so I'm going to try and shorten it. That way I don't take everybody's answer, hopefully. But that's why I was hoping I'd go last. That's okay. So multiple times have I been on her team, and she is just home run, like grand slam, and people still back up. She still manages to blow it over their head. I have Benny on there. Zorn is a lefty, so that throws some people sometimes. And then I also have like Honey from Unleashed. She has a really big leg. I've seen her hit multiple home runs. And then a couple people from Shots Fired. I don't know the name of their four kicker, but she does really well. And then Pig, who's also does really well on Shots Fired. And Nosi's a good line drive kicker, like places it perfectly. And then people who have hot legs that I tend to check out every now and then, which they know, don't worry, are April from Union, amazing legs. And then, of course, my pretty pose, Sydney from Lanyap, a girl, great legs.
Legs, awesome. That was a great list. I'm sorry I picked you first. That's going to be a tough act to follow. But Ashley, I'm going to give you the honor.
Oh, thanks. I feel like for biggest kick, I'm going to go with Tara. I feel like she just always blows it past the outfield's head. And line drive, I'm going to give this one to Allie over here. I feel like you have great line drive kicks. But I also think that Rebecca from Betty's has great line drive kicks as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'd have to agree there.
And then you guys, I didn't vote on best like looking legs. I'm so sorry.
What? Okay,
I'm sorry.
I
didn't know. I'm sorry.
I wasn't there.
Y'all, like, you know what happens to me is I'll be backstopping, which is a practice I'm actually not very good at because I don't have a very strong arm. So it's like more trouble than it's worth, really. But you're standing back there and someone goes up to kick and
you're like,
yeah.
like, and like, I don't know if I like the thigh gap better or like big thighs better. I go back and forth. I love all the legs, but both I'm just like, right. All right, that's fine. Okay, well, so now you know your homework this weekend.
I know.
While you're attending LA.
Check out everyone's legs.
Check out everyone's legs. Check out everyone's legs. There's some really good legs to see. All right, Emily, how about you?
So I'm going to list a couple that have already been mentioned. Tara, obviously huge leg. Zorn, clutch kicker. She has amazing line drive, finds holes. I'm going to also mention Melanie. Melanie Mint from Sins. She kicked a grand slam in co-ed in Denver, and that is just like ultimate goal. Like, I mean, that's just amazing. And then also Rachel from Valley Fever, like she's this small girl. She comes up to the plate. You don't expect much, and she kicks bombs. So love her. Also, new girl Tori from Hype. She has a huge boot. Watch out for her. Like, huge leg. And then great looking legs. I would say, Cybill, you have great legs and your little skirt. Like, I see you, girl. I see you.
Thank you. Thank
welcome.
you. I do like squats, every so often.
I can tell. I can tell.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, Michelle, how about you?
I know that when we were in Chicago, I got some looks at Megan on Lisa Frank. She was like playing the ball like on multiple fields, so it's not just going into the game. He was kicking away, so we were definitely giving her some space. And then I know on Sins, Jackie, she's also a lefty, so that makes her kind of like a double threat. We're giving her some room, and Baker, Ashley too. Like she gets up to the kick, and we're like, all right, everybody, scoot back a little bit. But yeah, I did not do the second. I have homework too.
You do. Actually, I'm pretty sure. I stalked all of you pretty thoroughly before, making sure, that I vetted you properly for the podcast. Everyone passed flying colors, but there's a lot of good looking legs in this podcast. So at the very least, if only your homework is to just be like, so who are these people I did a podcast with that I've never met before? Oh my gosh, they all have great legs. This is amazing.
Lunch after this is over. We're just going to start lunging in the living room.
Perfect. Dude, lunges are fire. So I think, did we all have Tara? Was that just like a unanimous thing? Like,
yeah.
I played against her in Portland, and I went pretty far back, and then my coach was like, go stand on the dirt field on the other field. Like, get to the arc of the diamond on the field behind you. And I was like, are you serious? That's ridiculous. And he's like, do it. And then I watched her kick, and I was like, oh, okay. I'm going to just stand on like the third baseline of the other field and just.
I'll be in the dugout.
Right. And, typically your like really big kickers are at least lacking something like speed. But no, she's like fast as fuck. And if you take anything in the outfield, she's like rough and tumbling and like, oh, look, I have it, even though I was 100 feet away. So Tara, awesome. On my team on Lanyap, Callie is an awesome switch kicker. She can bunt, she can line drive, she can blow it out of the water. I'm always really impressed with her. And then Emily, duplicitously enough, I have you as not only having a great leg for kicking, because I was told that you once popped a ball in Denver at a tournament. Is that true?
That is true, yeah.
Do they give you like an automatic run for that?
No, I had to redo it. I kicked it and it deflated as it was going to center field, and then I had to redo it. But I got to keep the ball, which is cool. I still have it.
Okay, that is pretty cool. I'm surprised you didn't sign it and try and auction it off. You would have made $1 million at very least. And I also think you have great legs. So
I love you. Thank you so much.
So I also put Shelby Reynolds. She has awesome legs. Caitlin Hornbeck. She plays on a team out of New Orleans. Oh my God, Ray Williams is gonna kill me because I just forgot their team. Oh my gosh, Maximum Velocity. That was terrible. Well, I'm gonna edit that part out later. Caitlin Hornbeck ran track for Tulane University, and her calves, like she's standing still, and they're like melons attached to the sticks that her legs are. They're just incredible. So anyway. This wasn't the order I was going to do it in, but I feel like we should just do MFK. Like, lots of really good feelings going on over here, talking about legs. I feel like that's got all of you thinking about women and thinking they're the superior gender, right?
Yeah.
So I had a hard time deciding which categories of MFK to do. And Allie, of course, I was like, I don't know what to do. And she was like, here's 18 categories of women. And I, of course, wanted her input. But she would have a leg up over all of y'all. She would have been like researching and stalking, and I couldn't allow that. It just wouldn't have been fair. So I kicked around a bunch of different ideas, and I finally decided, out of inspiration from the Beach Boys song California Girls, we should do a West Coast version. but I had to leave all of you West Coast girls out of it because you're participating and you very well can't marry yourselves, even though, I would support that. So I've got a few names, and it was funny. I was listening to the song and feeling like very inspired, and I went to everyone's respective Facebook profiles, and my God, these girls are hot. Like, this is going to be a really, really hard one, and I chose really hot pictures of all of them. So, like, buckle in, stay tuned. Here we go. Screen sharing away. All right, so we're going to start with our former host, Macy B. She plays Henri Gifted. We've got formerly of New Orleans, Shannon Selman. And then we've got Cora, who is also Henri Gifted. I'm going to go ahead and I know. I'm sorry. I didn't make it easy for anybody. So one more time, Macy, Shannon, and Cora. And, I actually thought about, like, changing it again and having it so that we didn't have to kill anybody because how could you, but realized that would probably not be in the spirit of the game. So disclosure, everyone knows that you don't want to kill any of these beautiful women, but let's go ahead and start with Ashley, MFK.
I adore Cora, so I would marry Cora. I would fuck Shannon and kill Macy.
All right. Michelle, how about you?
Oh, gosh. Oh. I thought I'd get more time. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm going to marry Shannon. She's, like, doing everything. So I think she'd be a good partner. Marry Shannon. Oh,
I know.
gosh. I'm gonna fuck Cora and kill Macy.
I think
I feel like there's no wrong, like there's no good answer.
I know, and I think everyone's just killing Macy because we know she understands. Because
she invented this game, right? Isn't it her fault anyway? So,
yes, let's credit Macy with inventing MSK. You hear that, Macy? You were asking for it.
Yes. I'm standing with.
All right, Allie. Allie. I gotta tell you, it's way harder to play this with girls than it is with guys. Why do you think it is?
Yeah. So okay, I'm gonna kill Macy because she's Alicia's girl. So you can't overlap. That's Alicia's girl. And then the two of them, Shannon and Cora, you made a tough decision. I'm always telling Cora, let me know if you ever get a divorce. Saying. So Cora's definitely getting fucked. And then I'm gonna marry Shannon.
All right. Emily, how about you?
Okay. I agree. It's harder with women. I could definitely easily pick a guy to kill. To kill a woman, this is hard, okay?
We'll kill all of them.
That's fine. Yeah, no, this is hard. Okay. So I'm going to marry Shannon because she's literally the sweetest, nicest person. She's super athletic. I feel like we could do like athletic things together. It'd be great marriage. Into it. Macy, I'm going to fuck Macy because did you see the picture she posted today? She's looking real good. She's got that banging body. Like, I'm into it, all right? And then I'm going to kill Cora only because I've literally never met her officially. Like, I don't know her, and it's easy to kill someone you don't know. So I'm so sorry.
If only she knew that lack of acquaintance would have gotten her killed.
Yeah.
She would have made more of an effort, I'm sure. Yeah, so with every other question I have, so yeah, I was like a crazy person. I've got like pages of text and like notes and everything. This one, I wrote out the names and the teams, and then I left it blank. Like I was hoping that I would be able to make a game time decision, and I still can't. But out of respect for almost all of you killing Macy and the fact that she's like the most wonderful angel, I'm at least going to fuck her. But it's tough, right? Because God, I'm sticking to my guns. She's a little too short for me to pursue in like a serious relationship, but I just couldn't bring myself to kill her. So, and then I think I'm gonna marry Shannon because she's the sweetest, bestest, and oh my gosh, like her body is sensational. And then Cora, I only met once, so I'm also kind of capitalizing on that minimalist acquaintanceship and kind of hope that she forgives me. Sorry, Cora, you're like very hot and I love you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys are done with MFK. I'm so proud of all of you.
Yay.
All right. What you don't know is there's still trivia and it's going to be so difficult. You have no idea. It's going to make MFK look like a cakewalk. But speaking of kickball relationships, we're going to go into a hot topic that was discussed in Circuit Kickball Talk. I'm really bad about keeping up with Circuit Kickball Talk because I swear there will be an interesting topic and I'll go to click on it and it has 238 comments. So a recent one that piqued my interest was one that I found very relatable. Just kidding, I'm not married. My wife is so much better looking than me that a cashier just put down a plastic divider down in the middle of our groceries. And this savage individual, Don Price, who, as you can see, we are not yet acquainted, had the audacity to tag many married men in it, like calling them out for their wives being hotter. I do treasure this gift, though. So I actually did kind of check out some of the people he tagged, and oh my gosh, it's all like big bearded men married to like tiny hot model women. And I was like, how did they do that? So maybe they have really dazzling personalities. I don't know. So I thought that was a really good spark to discussing kickball dating. Maybe some of the pros, maybe some of the cons. Obviously, it's kind of a close-knit environment, so a lot of things of that essence happen often. But I just want to hear your thoughts on it. And Michelle, I'll start with you.
Gosh, my lighting's going away.
You're just more mysterious than ever.
Yeah.
So personally, I've tried to stay away from the whole dating and within kickball. Then again, I'm single, and like the kickball couples I know are like the cutest things I've ever seen. So maybe there's something to it. I think there's something about like having a partner who you see that competitive side to. I feel like it pushes you. So I totally understand why it happens as often as it does. But yeah, I mean, I can name multiple kickball couples that are just power couples. So it's working.
So you said you're single. So if perhaps in this tournament someone comes and sweeps you off your feet, is this something that you would entertain just for all your potential suitors out there?
I've done the long distance thing and that sucks. So probably not. But
what if it's someone on the West Coast that you just didn't know about quite yet?
San Diego's 3 hours.
I've heard it's a big
That's not close. I guess you can never say never, but yeah, it's not fun. So.
All right, what I'm hearing, potential suitors, is Michelle is a hard maybe. All right, Emily, how about you?
So I love kickball couples. Like I know a lot of really cute kickball couples that make it work and it's awesome. Like Austin and Shannon and Trisha and Dadey. Red and Liz, they just had a baby who's so cute together. Danny and Deb, who met through kickball and they're getting married next weekend. Graham and Tia, and Tyler and Whitney. So there's like a lot of couples out there that make it work and they're awesome and they play in co-ed together and they're just like great assets and it's awesome. But on the other hand, it can be super divisive on a team. So if a couple breaks up, I mean, it has definitely a huge impact on the team because, you know, it seems like people choose sides and from what I've seen, somebody usually gets kicked off the team, and that sucks. It really does. Someone that's like given their blood, sweat, and tears to a team, and then they get kicked off because they'd rather have your ex on the team. Like that sucks. So I definitely see both sides of it. I don't know.
This is how I know that you're more compassionate than me, because I'm like, girls are more valuable than guys. Like, good guys are dime a dozen, but having a really good girl is like super clutch. So I'm like, I'm
True.
safe. It's fine.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Awesome. Great point. Ashley, how about you?
I'm going to be honest. I lucked out. I met my boyfriend playing on co-ed. So he's our catcher on Bombays, and he's everything. He's great. But I also have had, horrible circumstances where everybody just knows everybody's business. And I agree with the whole, like, one person stays on the team, one person gets kicked off, or they just can't handle being on the same team sort of thing. So sorry. Maggie, hey. Hold on one second. Maggie, you guys, I'm going to throw something at my dog. Don't judge me right now. Hey, shh, stop. But I mean, I know a lot of great like power kickball couples and stuff. A lot of them I play with and everything. So, I mean, I think you just have to choose very wisely who you spend your time with. Because I've also never met shittier people than I have in kickball. So there's that too. It's true. I don't know what it is. It's like there are just some like mean people in kickball.
Wouldn't you agree, though, that you've also met the most wonderful?
Oh, hands down. It's like I've met some of the best people in the entire world, but then there's like the ones where I just want to punch them in the face every time I see them. So
I can't have a rainbow without a little rain.
So true.
Great. All right, Allie, how about you?
I want to know how these guys do it. How do they get these chicks? I need to know. I need to know their secret. I don't get it. No, but yeah, what they said, pros and cons are both like, it can either go really well and you guys, there's no issues, there's no hiccups, and it works well, or it all implodes on itself and a team is separated on either side. Personally, I don't do well with distances, so when I've done it, it's always been like, all right, we have this great time in this tournament, but I've got to go back over here, got to go over there, and just doesn't end up working out. So
that brings up a good point. I feel like on the next podcast, we should cover the topic of tournament booze, because I know a lot of people who make that work. I just don't know if I'll be like asking too much personal questions, which I never want to do. I want consent for addressing personal topics, but there are people that do it and make it work and they like don't get jealous. That's great. That's like the best of both worlds. So what was that?
I said hose in different area codes.
All right.
Wow.
Wait, so Allie, so our suitors that are looking to you post podcast and maybe hoping to acquiesce and make your birthday dreams come true, are you single and ready to mingle?
I am actually.
Hey. All right, y'all. She'll be wearing the rainbow jerseys. Keep an eye out for Miss Allie. Single and ready to mingle, accepting all suitors. All right, good deal. So, I think y'all covered the basis really well. My big thing is I want a partner who will travel with me, and so it's really great if you can kind of make a trip out of it and make it an awesome experience. Like play your games and then enjoy the host city and then go back home. It's nice to have somebody to travel with. The obvious cons being, what Emily addressed, having to potentially have someone cut off the team. So I guess the solution there is not dating any of your teammates. But really, it's a really good point. I'm glad to see all of these couples that are making it work, and it's something that they can have to their relationship that kind of keeps things interesting, keeps things spicy. So really good to hear. All right. I think we covered a lot of social aspects, so I appreciate y'all bearing with me. That's obviously what I find the most interesting. Let's talk shop. We decided to do something a little bit different. So everyone participating in the podcast. Did we lose Allie?
Nope, I'm here. My battery just low. Or my charger. We're good.
Okay, we miss your face. So I went ahead and put the pressure on these beautiful but also very intelligent and capable ladies regarding doing some scouting research. So Michelle, you're first on my list. You're going to be speaking on behalf of your team, the Betties, but also A1D1. You can kind of approach this however you want to. If you want to like note some notable players or kind of just mention some things to look out for, things that you're looking forward to, or things, in the instance of the Betties, we should be looking out for on the field. We'd love to hear what you have to say about both teams.
So obviously we haven't faced A1D1, so I was doing some, I was watching them on some film, and they're obviously a team that's played together, so you know they have that experience. They're fast. I was noticing a lot of speed on offense and defense too. They're fast to the ball, and they have fast releases. We're definitely looking forward to, you know, seeing them here on the West Coast, and hopefully we'll get to see them in a Linz. That's what we're hoping for. But I know we touched on like impact players, and I was saving that for this portion because we have Kelly, who's our starting catcher, and then H, who's our masher, and they're studs. Like, they're just two players that they make, they're playmakers. And I know personally it's one of those things where it pushes me to play better. And so I feel as a team, it elevates our level of play. So those are two players that really lift us up as a team and really challenge us to be on our A game so that they're not carrying the team. But we're definitely looking to them. And I think in terms of tournaments, we were really sad to miss Portland, but we've had some local tournaments. And then where we finished in Chicago, there was a lot of growth that I've seen. So I'm really curious and excited to see how that translates into this next tournament. Obviously, we are going to be facing teams that we're used to, but I think that we're bringing a lot that we haven't had in previous games in terms of offense and really stringing those runs together. So I'm excited to see that happen.
Michelle, I think you missed your calling as being like a scouting coach. That was awesome.
Now, watch football all the time.
I can tell. That's amazing. Allie, that's going to be a tough act to follow, but you are talking about the notorious Let's Get Busy Tonight, LGBT, and War, which I can't wait to hear about because that's a team I kind of looked over the roster and I didn't know a whole lot about them. I'm hoping you had some more productive results than I did, but go ahead and give us your scouting report.
So I had to kind of reach out to some coasters, Ashley being one of them. They're from Orange County, right? So they're, again, another West Coast team. It's like a new upcoming team that I think is hopefully going to have a lot of growth this term and see what their new players can do. There's a girl named, was it Sarah? Is that what? Yeah. I don't remember what her last name was, but Sarah
Forsyth,
there we go. She should be one of their heavy hitters, one of their better players, so I'm excited to see what she brings. I did watch a lot of film yesterday, probably till way too late in the night, but there wasn't much up on War, so it was more of watching like games and other teams. But for our team, I'm really excited because there's a lot of players who just haven't played availables yet before, like Stacy from Vajays. Great player. She's never played availables before. Nikki's never played women's availables before. I've never played with Jen T from Wildfire. Or there's another girl actually from Portland. She plays on, I can't remember what team, but Crystal Cunningham is going to play on availables, and I don't think she's ever played before on availables. So I'm excited to see our new players that just kind of get their foot in the door. I have 2 players from Ish that are playing. So I'm excited to see how they work with like new people and just people they're not familiar with and how they adapt. But I'm excited. I'm really excited. We've got Danielle and Shannon. It should be a pretty good squad for the LGBT crew.
Yeah, look out, rest of your teams. That's a great group of girls. Awesome. Ashley, how about you? Sorry, I didn't say what teams you had. So you're going to be speaking on behalf of Regifted and Sin.
So we have some former players that were on Sins on Regifted. So of course, I think, very highly of, Carlin, Mitchie, Macy. I think they're all great players. I'm definitely a little nervous to play against Carlin. She was always a great charger for us. She's aggressive and she's got that mean mug when she chases people back to the base and stuff. And I think she's fantastic. And for our team, I am really excited. We finally have one of our biggest kickers coming out. Sydney's finally coming out for a tournament, so I'm pumped about that. We have a lot of new soccer girls coming out that are super fast. So I'm really happy to have some speed on the team, considering our team probably one of the slowest teams out there. But why are you laughing, Allie?
To be fair, there's huge competition when it comes to speed. So saying you're the slowest doesn't actually indicate that you're in fact slow.
Some of us look like we're running backwards. So, I mean, I'm really excited about that matchup. I think it's going to be great. So it's going to be a kind of a replay of our Balls and Dolls tournament that we had from Waka a couple weeks ago.
Great. All right. And Emily captaining Valley Fever. Very exciting. I'd love to hear about kind of your role as a captain and kind of what you do to motivate your players. And I just think that's an awesome role that you have with that team. And then you were also assigned a scouting report on Hype. So we're looking forward to hearing about both of those.
Yeah, so for Valley Fever, we are rolling pretty light this tournament. We've actually got 11 players, which isn't ideal, but we just had one transfer request approved today, actually, and that puts us at 11. Yeah, I've been stressed out, to say the least. We've got good players that are committed and they want to play well and they're coming out to do well. So I feel good about that. We don't have our two main coaches, Tyler and Mike, who normally coach us. They just can't. They're not going to be there. So Juri, the other captain, and I will be coaching basically with the help of Scott Salazar. He agreed to step in and help us out. It's gonna be a different tournament for us. Like, it's definitely an experiment. I'll be interested to see how this goes. But we do have two transfers from Texas, Steph Strickman and Heidi Eder, that are joining us. They've never played with us before, but they're solid players, and I'm excited to have them. We're just going to do our best. I mean, we're going to do our best and have fun.
Great. What about Hype?
And for Hype, so I'm so glad you assigned me Hype because I absolutely love them, and I know like a lot of them, so this wasn't too difficult. I played with several of them in Portland, and they're awesome. They have great attitudes. They're super enthusiastic, like ready to play, ready to do their best. They have 3 really good pitchers. They have Kate, Maribel, and Jill, who in Portland struck out multiple people and found multiple people out. So they're definitely solid. And they just added Des as a charger. So she's got an arm, and she's a firecracker. So definitely watch out for her. They've got some really good bunters like Trisha and Jillian, who are just solid. They get on base a lot. I think that they're going to be a team to don't sleep on them. Like, don't underestimate them. They're going to do well. This is their 3rd tournament this year. They practice 3 times a week, twice a week, and then they play league together. So they've definitely like come together as a team, and I think that they're going to do really well.
Awesome. That is a glowing review. Hype, I'm certain you'll live up to it. That's awesome.
I love them. Yes.
Great. Cool. Well, I was originally going to break up the Final Four in the ship, but in the interest of time, we're going to go ahead and cover the Final Four, and then let's do Final Four and who you think will win it all. So we'll kind of condense it a little bit because I want to save time for y'all to mention your plans, so everyone, all your suitors that are lining up to spend some time with you will know where the party's going to be. So, Allie, if you'll start us off, if you'll give us your Final Four teams and then who you think's going to win it all.
Sure. So I have Final Four as Sins, Regifted, A1D1, and then my team, LGBT.
Who's winning it all?
Me.
Obviously. It's your birthday tournament. Gross. So predictable. I bet no one else is going to pick their team as the team to win it all, right? That would be ridiculous.
Right. I'm sorry.
All right. Emily, how about you?
Top 4, I have LGBT, Regifted, Sins, and I've got Hype in the top 4.
All right. Who's taking home the belt, Emily?
So final two, I have regifted against LGBT. I think LGBT will win it all.
All right. Do you think it has anything to do with the birthday situation?
I think absolutely. She's got that luck on her side. She's got that birthday luck.
She gets that like hunger in her eyes. It's very scary. I've seen it before. And usually when she like strikes up that appetite, ain't nothing standing in her way. So
She does. And I think it's going to be a tough matchup, but Alicia and Macy, they're basically a winning team. So I think it's definitely going to be a challenge.
Awesome. All right, Michelle, who's your top four? And you're welcome to guess the final two matchup, but you're also welcome to go ahead and name your champion, however you prefer.
Wait, what did you say?
So, give me your final four. If you want to guess the final two matchup, you can, or you can just let me know which champion you're naming to take it all.
So I'm gonna say that the final four is gonna be A1D1, LGBT, and I was torn on the two West Coast teams since we're all facing each other. I think it's gonna be a tough go. But I'm all about intention, so I'm gonna put us as one of the top two West Coast teams, and then I'm gonna go with Regifted and us. All about intentions. Just throwing it out.
Absolutely. So who's going to win it all? Is it going to be a Betty's winning tournament?
Love that. We've been practicing. That's what we've been practicing for. But I think it's going to be a tough fight with LGBT. I think they're making it there too.
All right. And Ashley, how about you?
I have A1D1, Regifted, LGBT, and Sins. And then taking it all, God, this kills me to say, but LGBT, Al.
Hey.
I know. I already feel like I'm going to get text messages tonight. Yeah. It's me throw up in my mouth a little. No. But I love the girls on your team, so.
Agreed.
It's a great group of girls. Y'all, I was so torn on this. I had Brick weigh in and like stock the rosters as well because I just couldn't decide. Obviously, I'm inclined to think an established team is going to have that cohesiveness that'll take them to the top. But I've just seen so many badass available teams come together and not even have a game where they're not gelling. I think that has a lot to do with the really intimate relationships between the women of kickball, which is pretty much why we all play this. The kickball part is just lanyard. I have LGBT, Regifted, and Sins, but I have a really hard time picking that fourth spot. I've seen the Betties play. I think they're hungry for it. I think they keep getting better every single tournament. Y'all have some really awesome defensive pieces and gel really well together. I think it's the lipstick, not 100% sure. I didn't know anything about height, but Emily's scouting report really persuaded me. So that makes me think that they're a potential, really good contender. And then A1D1 has always been a solid choice. So everyone's just amazing. But I'm gonna go with Regifted for winning the whole thing. I think Macy's been really just playing her heart out, and I imagine she takes that kind of approach to her coaching and her leadership on her established team. And I think she plays with a lot of fire and a lot of spirit, and I think they have a really good shot to win it. So that leads me to LA. It's a pretty awesome place. My best friend lives there, and I think it's magical. And I'm going to start with my plans first, kind of shake things up, because I am so excited about my plans. For you people that live out there, and I sound like a, just overly enthusiastic tourist, I absolutely, totally am. But there's a sushi chain called Sugarfish, and they prepare each sushi roll to order, and the rice is warm and the fish just melts on top of it's just so good. I've been dreaming about it since the last time I had it. Oh, that would definitely be last meal potential. We've come full circle now.
Sorry, what was the name of that?
It's called Sugarfish. We should go.
I'm so down. That
Okay.
sounds amazing.
Done. Everyone, we're going to Sugarfish. Y'all are all welcome. And we'll have a ladies outing. Everyone listening, all of you are welcome to come to Sugarfish. So Sugarfish is great. There's a bar called Clifton's, and I almost don't want to spoil the surprise, but there's something very magical about the ambiance of this bar. And my best friend who lives there took me without giving me any hints as to what we were doing. I'm a big dive bar person, and Clifton sounds just like a trashy, awful dive bar, which is exactly what I love. But it wasn't that at all. It was amazing. So I'm definitely going to make a trip there. And we could do that after Sugarfish, ladies. Everyone down? Yes?
Yes, please.
Love a good bar.
Yeah. And then my best friend works on the set of Drunk History. She's a PA, so I'm gonna go.
Oh my
to
God.
the Hollywood set.
So
and pay
funny.
her a visit. Dude, I can't wait. I love LA.
I love that show too. Also,
Perfect, y'all. Just stick it out. I have a really good Google Doc. Everything's planned out. Y'all just roll with me and we'll do some cool shit. All right, Emily, what are you doing while you are in LA?
okay, my plans are so unofficial. The only thing that I 100% have to do is visit this taco truck that I follow on Instagram. So I literally have been following this taco truck on Instagram for like 6 months, and I'm like dying to try their tacos. So it's called Freddy's Red Tacos. Yeah, that's the only thing I have planned, and then also going to the beach, and that's pretty much it.
Awesome. Michelle, what do you have planned?
So I feel like I'm one of the few people that don't particularly like Los Angeles. I'm like a San Diego girl. So I know, like jaw drop. So I know we're doing like team dinner on Friday night. And then, Sunday football. So the fact that we have early games, I can still watch some Sunday football when it's all said and done. So opening day, all.
Good call. Michelle, you're a girl after my own heart. I love you already. All right. Ashley, what do you have planned?
Friday night, Sins, we're putting together a little game night over at Sydney's house. And then Saturday playing co-ed. And then let's be honest, I'll probably just go home and go to sleep. Early games on Sunday. And I feel, I don't know, I'm from here. So it's just kind of one of these things. Okay, zip it. I mean, we might go out wherever everybody else is going, we'll go, I'm sure. But no real plans.
All right. Everyone,
I'm from here. LA's boring to me.
Don't forget to text Ashley. She's going with the flow. She is down for anything.
And Clifton's is awesome. I'm a big fan of that place. Big fan. There are a ton of great places over in that area.
I'm so excited. I can't wait. All right. Birthday girl. Saving the best for last. What you doing with your weekend?
All right. So I land Friday like 4:30, and I actually have a buddy from college. A couple of my friends from college live out in LA, which is actually really cool because I haven't seen them in years. So we're going to meet up, and whether it's dinner or just meet up with whatever kickball buddies people are out there, we'll hang out, get drunk. I'm not playing co-ed on Saturday, so I may make it out to the fields. I may not. I may just spend the day in LA, whether it's go to just the beach or just some bar hopping. We'll see. And then Sunday, I plan to win a championship, so I'll be pretty tired by the end of the day. So I'll rally, go get drunk, and I don't leave till Monday at like noon. So I don't have any super plans to see my friends that live out in LA and have a good time.
You're like 19. You don't have to rally for anything.
25.
Exactly.
All right. So I'm going to end on a competitive note because I think of you all as competitors, and I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. So I think I'm going to propose that when you have the answer to the question, give me like a 5 so I can like see it in your little, yep, just like that. So I'm going to do 5 movie quotes, and first person to put a 5 up, I'm going to call on you for the answer. So I'm going to say the quote, and all I need is the name of the movie. So hopefully it's pretty easy. I'm not super pop cultured, so this would be a challenge for me. I'm glad I'm not participating. I'm smart in my own way. So the first one, this is going to be like a classic film. I kind of want to do like an old Hollywood theme to get everyone really excited about LA. So the quote is, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn."
I'm so bad at this.
Oh my God.
Oh, man.
I thought I was going to see 5s across the board. Does anyone have a guess? Just guess an old movie.
Top Gun.
Oh!
Top
Oh
Gun.
God. No, I got that. Allie, really? No.
All right, Ashley.
Oh, get 25-year-old. Oh my gosh, Gone with the Wind.
Gone with the Wind. Ashley with 1 point.
Nice.
Right. Smart.
Okay.
She's smart and pretty, everyone. She's not single, though. We discovered this. Okay. Gonna get the other. Okay, I've got 2 more old ones. I'm gonna get them out of the way. So the quote is, "We'll always have Paris." Oh my God! Look at that 19-year-old scowling over there on the left.
It's not fair.
This is like thought to be one of the most romantic classic movies in cinema history. Think
my gosh.
The Notebook. I don't know.
Oh my gosh, she said old, Allie.
1940s, not 2000s. I know old is 2000s for you, but I meant 1940s.
Can I guess again?
I feel like I'm gonna get this wrong.
Titanic.
Oh God! Sit down. Stop.
It's like Casablanca.
Yeah.
Yes, Emily with 1 point.
Yay.
All right, things are heating up, y'all. I'm gonna get my last old one out of the way. This one is Stella. Hey, Stella. Stella.
I get it?
Oh, Ashley.
I'm like, oh my God! Now I'm gonna get. I keep wanting to say A Streetcar Named Desire.
Hey, y'all. Ashley is schooling y'all. Cybill.
Pick me.
All right. Let's see. All right, this one should be easy. So I'm gonna stare at the thumbnails while I say it. You're gonna need a bigger boat. Emily.
Jaws.
Hey. All right, it's tied up 2-2. I'm gonna go with a 1990s classic. Houston, we have a problem. Ooh. All right, who was first?
I don't think I know.
Emily.
Let's give Allie a shot.
Yeah, go. Let's go, Allie.
Right out of my head. I got nothing. I know the phrase, but I can't remember the name.
Yes, you can. Come on.
Houston, we have a problem.
I don't know.
Outer space.
All right. I'm gonna let Ashley get it, and then I'll let Emily have first dibs at the next question. Ashley, what you got?
Apollo 13.
Rick just said the answer, but I think you knew it. Good job.
Oh, I didn't hear him. I swear. Okay.
Oh no, I know.
I was born in 92. What do you want?
Oh God.
Jealous. I was born in 1990. I know the answers. All right. Last one. Em, I'm gonna give you first dibs at answering it. Oh, then I'm gonna need a time. It's fine. We got this. All right. Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
I know. I'm going to...
You got this.
It's one of those dancing movies, right?
Yes.
So,
That's half.
Oh, God.
Oh, my gosh.
Something dance. I'm so bad. I'm so sorry.
All right, Ashley.
Dirty Dancing.
Oh, God.
Oh my God.
I knew that one.
It took me a minute. Sorry.
All right. Well, we gotta do a sudden death round since we have a 3-3 tie. Let's do.
Who has a 3?
Okay, I'm doing one off the top of my head, so if I butcher it a little bit, excuse me. I'm not bad. I'm just drawn that way.
I don't know.
It's said by a very sexy cartoon vixen.
Oh. Roger Rabbit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna guess too.
Yay!
She was gonna guess it too. Oh, you guys, too smart. I don't know what happened with Michelle and Allie. They were born in like 2001.
I knew that.
My hand immediately went up for Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I knew that one too.
All right, ladies, it has been a pleasure. Does anybody have any last remarks other than Allie wishing you to buy her every shot you can possibly get your hands on?
Deal.
Oh, she's got something. Tell us, Allie, what you got?
Oh, no, that was me like fist
Oh, you're just dancing? All right, ladies, it's been a pleasure. I was so happy to be your host. You were all equally delightful. Great job, y'all, in the movie quote competition. I'm so impressed. I hope you do just as well on the kickball field.
I hope I do better.
Oh dear.
All right, y'all, you start talking.
I hope you just like lightly sprain your ankle on Saturday. Just like a slight one. Just like Tiny.
Y'all be kind to each other. All right, we're signing off. Thank you, everyone who is listening. We appreciate all 6 of you, and everyone have a great night. We'll see you in California.
See ya.
Bye.
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 Oh, we all just left? All right. Peace out. Bye.